Hi, it's Hans at ahappierman.com. Today's topic is why you need your mind right to do anything of value. Well, I mean, it should be obvious that it's your mind controls everything you do. So without your mind being right, you're going to be doing a lot of things that don't make sense for you and aren't good for you. I know I certainly did when I was with my wife and she was mistreating me, verbally abusing me. My mind wasn't right. I was believing what she said. My mind wasn't right, even though I was a decent person, and I always have, and I always will be a decent person, a good man, like I think a lot of you are. What she said to me made me think the opposite of that it was my wife telling me all these things about all the wrong things I was doing. So yeah, my mind was not right. I was thinking that I did not matter. So that's one of the biggest ways you tell if your mind is not right is if you think you don't matter. And we get this kind of pushed at us from above and below and from the sides. You know, let's say from a religious point of view, we're always taught that we don't matter, right? So that's kind of why I have such a difficult time with religion. If they're saying that we don't matter, it's going to be very hard for you to lead a good life. You know, nowadays, most reasonable people, even if there are somewhat religious, kind of think they do matter. We also get that do not matter kind of from the spiritual, you know, the universe idea. If the universe is so vast, and since we're such a tiny speck, it doesn't really matter. Well, I think that view is also a huge mistake. My view is that you do matter, so everything you do ought to be working on yourself to make you happier, to make you more abundant, to make you feel better about yourself. And not in a decadent way, not in a hedonistic way. I mean, there is a place for that. I think there is a place for that. But within reason, within, you know, not hurting other people. Different times of your life, you may enjoy a little bit of hedonism, a little bit of decadence, because you matter. I think where it goes wrong is, what I object to is the idea of never having fun and never having enjoyment. That is what the end result of thinking you don't matter goes. So it's critical that you think you matter. It's extremely critical. You have to get your mind right and continually feed your mind thoughts and images and movies and videos and books and articles that you are it and you matter. Your preferences on how you want to live your life matter. In that way, you can continually be moving yourself toward those things that matter the most to you. And you can kind of release the ideas that you have to do things for other people in excess. Now, when I'm talking about this, you're going to say, well, you don't do anything for anybody. Well, that's not true. I do stuff for people all the time. And I need to, you know, I go try to make a living, and I do things for the company and the clients and whoever I work for. You give it your all. Trying to do things for my children, my family, and my friends. You know, I'm just a kind of a decent person overall. Even when things are not going my way, you know, if I'm frustrated and irritated with problems, I don't make a huge deal out of it to give a server or a clerk or somebody who works somewhere a real hard time. You know, because I realize those people matter too. and they don't know it isn't them, it's everything else. So that's how you live you live your life in a way to be kind and decent and respectful to other people. You stand up for your rights in a respectful manner. You know, I think if we all did this, the world would be a far better place. Now we know that that's not going to happen, right? At this point, there's a lot of rudeness, a lot of people getting upset over everything, but it doesn't have to be that way. You don't have to live your life that way, because you matter, other people matter. You can kind of be a little more kind, a little more loving. Kanye West, very, very interesting man. So give that idea some thought. Get your mind right. Everything will flow from that. Once your mind is right, you're going to feel better about yourself, and you're going to start making better decisions about what you should and shouldn't be doing with your life. All for now.